Starting the day off today with a little heavy equipment trucking. I am taking the track up here up to our northernmost farm. It's West Hudsonville, about 5 miles. Should be about an hour trip, but it's gonna be longer than that because gotta go around construction, all that stuff that this thing can't get through. So get there eventually. Just gonna zag around and get there. Got me tearing down an old building spot, build a farm through it. One less thing to go around, I suppose. Well, we made it a ways, but had a tire blowout. It does not look good at all. The man with the Martin truck bed is here. All kinds of tools.
We got her.
We got her.
As long as we get it back on.
Got her busted loose anyways. Yeah, that doesn't look very good. Off to the tire shop we go. Yep. Okay, made it to Knox County Tire. They got us a new tire. We got it on. Dad had a 10-ton jack. And then also used the Draco to kind of pry up on the side there so we could get it. And unhook and everything that way. So this folded back on and we'll be on our way. All right, about 4.5 hours later, we've made it. That's the spot we're gonna clean up. All right, trailer's all detached and off we go. We'll start the day off by trying to mow. And then, well, couldn't mow because I was getting a low voltage warning on the alternator and you shut off, it wouldn't turn back on. So I changed the alternator on the 7800 here. Now I'm going back out. And Emery got done with that. He brought it back in, clean out the inside. And let me tell you, that thing smells a whole lot better with that mold off of it. Mowing. Everything seems to be going good. Alternator seemed to fix the voltage issue. And there's Schrader's right across the way mowing. Township got most of this. I'm just kind of cleaning up along the edge here. This ain't too bad here. Out of the Lucan Township. Stopped by my woods first, mowed that, some of it. Heading in, Lucan's all mowed. I'm gonna blow that thing off and then go on vacation, I guess. I'll be gone for like a week, so somebody put something on here, they do. If they don't, they don't. Continue right now.
Well, forgot to take any pictures until now. I'm up here on Terry Weissman building spot. You can see we've been going around here with the corn. We're taking most of it out. There's a bunch of concrete over here, what used to be a building. Got a big old hole right over here. There was an old milk house. And we took out the milk house, the concrete blocks, so it was a mess. Got it all cleaned up. As you can see how big the hole was. It was that big and real deep, clear down to here. This is the last of it. Putting the dirt back, gonna smooth it back up, leaving trees that were stacked up till next year. Get another project done. Trying to find a GoPro that's not dead. Get some of this week's activity while Reese is gone. We've been unhooking the planters. Got them unhooked, put out there in the shed. Well, we got a big old propane tank out that way we've been using for dryer for a long time. It's 12,000 gallon. Then we got an 18,000 gallon anhydrous tank. Drained it all out, bled it all out and all that. And we're converting it to propane because we don't use anhydrous. So they've been out here changing all the valves around the last week and everything. Rebuilding valves, putting on new valves. Taking the motor off its on here, putting on an explosive proof motor. So we got a way to fill bottles if we want to fill a bottle or something sometime. So we'll have that. Work's been wiring that up. We got the line ran up here, ran around the bin to the dryer. Getting that job done. A little bit at a time. The last 2 loads of corn for the year just got loaded up at Robinson. to take clear down to Valero, because ethanol plant in Palestine just don't pay good enough most times. So and then I found out some people live up there don't even check the difference in price. Can't believe it. No wonder they don't pay no more than they do. Anyway, we're hauling that down there. And you see they got this line ran clear up here. This is an internet piece they put here, new. People that's got the internet on top of their leg. Gonna hook all this up new to the leg about a year and a half ago. Still sits there. The old one's still out that way. And way up there's the internet. This thing's just getting rust all over it and everything for no reason. Trying to catch up on a few things. Reese's not here this week to do the recording, so nobody's recording anything. Since he does all the work on this, the rest of us just kind of lay back and enjoy the benefits, I guess.
Making a cake.
What are you making here?
There's cement. It's to make an explosion-proof electrical fitting. And this is the sealer that goes in between the wires and the motor, so you can't get any propane in there. At least that's the plan.
It goes between the electric wires and the...
There's a fitting like this, and you put the electric wires in it with some stuff that looks like insulation and to separate them and keep them away from the housing. Then you pour it in this hole and it all seals up tight as it can be, just like concrete in there.
Out in the mower. I've been in the mower for a while since I got the tractor in the ditch. I'm gonna be more careful today. We'll go out and try to mow a path through a passage that we got to get the back of a field, but it said it's growing up trees too narrow to get a header through, so I'm going to see if I can mow them down or if they're too big. We're on what we call the grub farm, trying to make a passage to the back field. This stuff's grew up. Along here I can mow it down. It's just too big to get back, or too narrow to get back through here. I think I can mow all this down so we can get through here without having to take a header off. I don't know how you get a header trailer across that ditch anyway. It didn't such bad shape. Got to get that tree mowed down. It's out in that ditch. We're going to get a header through here, so we'll try her again here. I think we're going to get her this time. Got our mower hanging out over the ditch. There we got her. Well, mowing down plenty of wide path through here. I know this got moved over. That's why I got moved over, because the auto wagon got stuck up in here. Oh gosh, 15, 20 years ago. You can see the ruts over there. That's why that guy went around. We're getting it filled back in. We're getting it back where it's supposed to be now, the path. I think we're getting pretty good shape here. They've got a bunch of trees over here we mowed down. A lot of willow trees and things like that. Out here in the field that used to go around because the road used to come back here. Also, there used to be an oil well back here. I'm going to go through a few beans, and I'm going to get that while I'm here. I'm going to get rid of this spot. I'm going to mow down the little sprouts and get rid of it. See if I can get that a little bit wider there. So we can get that 50-foot head through here. Well, I believe that's about all I can do here. I know the 40-foot head will go through there. I don't know about the 50-foot though.
Working on this Pete, and I don't know why, probably I'll just trade it off. Jarrett's supposed to be taking the radiator out. It had liquid in it, of course. They're gaining on that. I'll have to get the hood loose. And we had some water on the floor issues from the evaporator. That comes out right here, and the rubber's been on it the whole time. It was just plugged up. But we got an extra part right here. Not sure where that goes, but it does not go in that evaporator. Nothing goes through the floor. Comes out the firewall. So we're working on that too. We'll get that figured out. It could be the evaporator and the sleeper. You can see where all the lines go in, but there's no drain tube. Has to be a drain somewhere. So I'm looking for that.
Well, I just want both to go through the chain and put one on each side.
Trying to get a radiator out. They ain't as dirty as they have been. They look very good though.
Yeah. Keep one.
So David and Jarrett's working on getting this sucker out. You can see it ain't real clean. They just ain't made to be in the dirt we have them in. So we get a special radiator for that. It helps quite a bit. It doesn't cure the problem, but it does help keep the veins open if they're bigger, and that's what the new ones are. So that's what we're doing. The engine's not running cool, but the condenser's not getting rid of the heat like it should. And the air conditioner's not working right. So that's the way it is, and that's what we're working on. Well, we're still at it. Emery's ready to go back to school. Ready to go back to school so he can get a rest? David and Jarrett still working on the radiator. I wanted to show you what it looked like. Now that we got it out, you can see it better. Just a tiny bit dirty. Look at that. You'd think that would even affect the engine cooling, but it doesn't seem to. The engine was doing fine, but boy, the air conditioner was not. And the driver, wouldn't want to mention any names, but Fred didn't like that not working. This side don't look as bad, but you can't see through it. Birch comes in the other side, of course. So changing that, airing out the floor because the evaporator drain was plugged up. Got water on the floor. Fred told us that wasn't working, and he was right. It was plugged up. It's even wet under here a little bit. Not so bad. It'll work now. We opened that drain up and the water just poured out. I'm still working on the radiator deal. David and Jared are putting the new radiator into the framework to set it back up in the truck.
Take that other bolt out. I'm afraid of it.
That's supposed to help tremendously, and we hope it does. It's actually got bigger fins. Can't see much difference except that it's clean, but they are just a little bit
Oh, you can
wider.
tell.
Yeah, you can see it.
That's
It's
better, twice as wide.
just, they're way cleaner. That's called, I believe, a feedlot radiator. But in these trucks just aren't made to go in the dirt. We put them in behind the combine with all the corn chaff flying, and it's just really hard to keep all that clean. Just not built for it. But this helps it a lot. So that's where we're at right now. And Eli just got back. He was hauling ground up asphalt when they redid Route 1. There's a name for that, but I don't know what it is. Anyway, he was hauling that to Indiana where we got some wet holes we're trying to take care of on our roads. Make them passable anyway. We got to get corn in and out of there this fall and beans. And sometimes it's a little wet. And Reese is back off of vacation.
Well, made it back from vacation. Was gone about a week. Left on a Wednesday, got back late Wednesday night. Drove back after the Cubs Cardinal game last night where the Cardinals won in extra innings. That was good. First Cardinal game I've been to for a while. Went all throughout Missouri, hit like Kurt River up, Table Rock Lake, Branson, St. Louis, so it was a fun time together. Now I'm back. I'm going to get Salford out. Replace the hubs and the disc. Just what I measured, this is supposed to be about 23 inches. This one that's got one less season on it, or one less tillage season. I think it showed in spring, that one in the fall. Well, this showed it fall, that showed it spring. Yeah. Anyways, this is down to 19 inches, and the other one's 18, so get them replaced. All right, we're at work on the Salford. Eli's getting a bunch off. Yep. Putting new on. If you put an old one on top of a new one, you can see they're wore pretty darn good. So
I get people ask me, you get any video of that? Did you get any video of this?
a little.
A little?
Yeah, a little.
Is that the same blade you started on earlier?
Yeah. They're tough.
Boy, he put a bunch of them on.
Yeah, I know that, but I got this one. Yeah, it is nice doing one blade at a time instead of whole gangs.
That gets it out of the way.
A lot easier.
Yeah.
It's a lot lighter. You're bringing it back in here. What? Don't worry, burn trash. Okay.
You have any clue what you're doing?
Hopefully it runs after.
I don't know. I think we'll all just trade it off. I think Fred has done worn it out.
Yep.
We probably have to strip. We could take the cab off and put it on a Volvo. He wouldn't know.
Probably not.
We got the front row done yesterday. We're gonna unfold it, put it down, do the back row today. It's in worse shape. There might be a few hubs gone. We got 20 or a few hubs that need replaced. I think they had to replace a couple. They've all been on the back, so yeah. First they're gonna get this out. New radiator in. New radiator in.
All him.
All him. We good? Is it good to go? Guaranteed? Yeah, okay. And I gotta figure out which button does which. A lot of different outlets for this thing. Fine when you get them figured out. Just, you ain't done it for a while, it takes you a second. There we go. Let's fold up nice. All right, got the back row, work on it, got jacked up a little bit. We got it boomed up there and some stuff behind it so it don't fall. But found our first one, that's not good. They're supposed to spin, not wiggle. And then this one, that one wasn't gonna last long. No. Eli been mad, or Jared had to do that midnight. So we had 20 extra hubs and we put 21 just on this one, so we're gonna need more. 650 torque. So they're tight and red Loctite. So that means they came off hard. Discs are all changed. Took the plugs out of this. This all needs blown out. Make sure that works. That's been cleaned out. We'll need to get some rye or whatever we put in the washes. May do a few total fields. Not sure what we're gonna do with the crimson clover yet, because I don't know. We haven't harvested that field yet. It's gonna be later, so I don't know if we'll be doing any full fields of that. Eli's over there. He's putting in the foot pedal to turn the seeder on. And that thing's almost done. Emery and Jarrett went out to hook up the other one, get a tractor hooked up to it so we can start changing blades on it. We got quite the washing crew out here. Got the 3 blind mice out here washing the pickup. Dad's been out in the fields a little bit. I need to get out and do some looking around. I haven't done any since been back. I'll probably do some this weekend, but corn's starting to dent a little bit. As you can see, pollination issues. Do have some big kernels filling in, but Definitely didn't fill all the way in to fill the hole in that we're missing from the lack of pollination, but I don't know, it'd probably be okay, just not near as good as what it would have been. So yeah, that's it for this week, this 2-week spread out video. See you next Sunday. Had to get back on here. Salford done, he's moving it out. I want to get moved back in, but that's not why I got moved, came back on here. I think I found my first ever 5-bean pod. There's a 4-bean pod on here. It's actually bigger, but I'm gonna break it apart. It's hard to tell if it's 1 or 2 at the bottom there. So I think maybe finally, first 5-bean pod. See if you can find anything on there.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we're looking for something special. There's a 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. There's a 5.
I can't tell that's 1 or 2. I think I might have found my first one. There's a 4 one right here that's actually bigger, but I think that might be a 5.
That might be a 5.
First one. Have you found one?
I've never found one.
I think I might have found one.
We're not sure. You might as well stick it back around.
Yeah, I just pulled one at random there and that was on it.
Yeah, big 4.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's still putting stuff on.
Most of them got more on limbs than that one that I've looked at.
Yeah, this one isn't very bushy. They just had to be the one I plucked.
Okay.
Oh, we got busted open. See, that's a 4 or 5 for sure.
I was going to put it in a case if I ever found one.
Okay, well, there you go.
It's got to be ripe, though.
Does it?
No.
I don't think so.
Were you wanting to open it then?
Oh, you think that's a 4 or 5? I think it's
I think it's a 5.
I think it's a 5 too.
I guess we'll better open it.
Or just want to frame it. Anyways, that's it for this week. I think it's a 5.